Hello everybody. Today I would like to talk about the huge airplanes and the person whose constructors bureau created the greatest and biggest airplane ever in commercial aviation. But what do you think is the biggest and heaviest aircraft ever created? Dreamlifter, A380, Beluga. Well, it's actually Antonov 225. And what does AN mean? AN stands for first two letters of the last name of Oleg Antonov. Oleg Antonov is the creator of Antonov Constructors Bureau of the Soviet Union. Oleg Antonov was born in Russian Empire in 1906. He graduated from Kaliningrad Polytech Institute in St. Petersburg. Back then it was Leningrad. And he was interested in gliders and sports flying. After working on gliders and creating about 40 prototypes and types of gliders in Soviet Russia, he was assigned to Glider Constructors Bureau in Moscow, and after that, right before World War II, he started working for Yakovlev Constructors Bureau in 1938. He was moved to different cities to work on the aircrafts, and then he became a chief designer at Yakovlev Constructors Bureau and was one of the creators of Yakovlev 3, which was probably the most maneuverable and fastest Soviet fighter of the World War II. It could be found on many front lines of the Eastern Front. And after World War II in 1946, Antonov created his own constructors bureau in Novosibirsk in Soviet Russia. His first aircraft that was created was Antonov 2 in 1959. It had its first takeoff. It was produced in Russia, China, Poland, and Ukraine, and it is still used. It is still in use, especially in Eastern Europe. Some of them can be found in the US, and they're used for aerophotography and many other purposes, skydiving, for example. Antonov 124 was the biggest cargo aircraft created while the Oleg Antonov was alive. In 1993, it carried and delivered about 135.2 tons of cargo from Düsseldorf, Germany to Delhi, India, and broke many records. On the base of Ruslan, which was Antonov 124, Antonov 225 was created, which is called Dream, Mria. It was created after the death of Oleg Antonov. He died on April the 4th, 1984, and Mria took off on February 1989. It carried the Soviet space shuttle Buran. It was one of the hugest cargo aircrafts of the time, probably the hugest, actually. It broke a lot of records, like not just national but also world records. But it was destroyed. The only aircraft ever created was destroyed in Ukraine in 2022 by a Russian missile. Ukrainian government is planning to rebuild it after the war ends. Its wingspan was about 88 meters and 905 square meters. That's a lot. Well, another interesting fact about Antonov is that he was not just a designer, he was a painter and a dedicated scientist. He had 3 wives, 4 children. He was in different scientific organizations of the Soviet Union. He also was very engaged in political life. He was supporting Ukrainian literature and art intelligence, and not just Ukrainian, but Russian and many other Eastern European Soviet states art intelligence. He was supporting it, and yeah, he was the professor and board examiner in major aviation and aero engineering universities and institutes of Ukraine and Soviet Russia. Here are some pictures of Oleg Antonov and recently made aircrafts of his constructors bureau, which is located in Kiev. Uh, Here you can see Antonov 124, which is a turboprop airplane, and turbojet Antonov 178. There will be very interesting to look at after the war ends. And here's the works cited page, the sources that I used, 2 books from Middle Tennessee State University, and official Antonov Company website, where you can find the whole Oleg Antonov's biography. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day.